Christopher Columbus, another publisher, another rejection.
I do not know, Miss March. I do not read your letters, but they keep arriving, and I keep bringing them to you.
And I keep hoping.
We all keep hoping, Miss March. The entire boarding house keeps hoping for your success. You have us all on edge.
My dear Miss March, I read your story. Well, he's read it. Unfortunately, I found your tale tasteless and vulgar. Not at all suitable for my readers. My advice to you
is to return home and have babies. That is what women are made for. Sincerely, F. Putnam.
22.
22?
22 rejections since I've been in New York, and they all say the same thing. Go home. Give up.
F. Putnam is an idiot. His words are stupid.
F. Putnam is one of the most powerful publishers in the city.
You cannot give up faith, Miss March. Somebody, someday, will like your story. I'm sure of it.
Professor Bear, is it possible if I could read my story to you? I would so respect your opinion.
Yes, of course.
Actually, it's one of my best. It's a mean and stormy night. The moors are bleak and bloody. Thunder claps. Lightning strikes. The fair Clarissa, her clothes in disarray, races across the wild coastal heath. Now she stops. Now she runs. Will she escape? Will she be caught? With bold determination, the villainous aristocrat racks in Prendergast, launches her arm. There's no escape. She's but a child, and yet she turns to fight with eyes ablaze. This noble girl meets his gaze, unafraid. She will not be defied. Keep away from me, you wretch!
I cannot keep away. Your beauty draws me. Your passion ignites me. I've got to have you.
What for you?
I will take you.
Let me buy you.
Come close.
Don't come too close.
Come close.
Don't come close.
So close, so close to me. I'll have her. I'm the mother too.
And in that moment, Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
Unhide that woman, villain. Who are you?
You,
I am your destiny, your bitter soul. You stole what was right when I 10 long years ago. You left me cold, alone and forgotten. Now I'm back to settle the score.
Miss March, what is it exactly you're writing here?
blood and guts stuff. It's all the rage. The magazines and Tory articles are full of it.
Violence and seduction on every page?
Read Shakespeare. Read history. Read the newspapers.
Blood and gut stuff? What you think the world wants to hear? Miss March, if I've noticed nothing else about you, is that you are unique. Something you should try not to forget. I think you can do better.
Better? And who are you anyways? An aging German professor close to 50?
I am 34.
You're 34? Really? You look a lot older.
I worry a lot.
And just what do you worry about?
How to avoid conversations such as this one. Now, I will go to dinner. Miss March, since you arrived here, 6 weeks ago now, is it? You shout, you rant, you upset the entire order of this boarding house. I am a serene and peaceful man.
You're aloof, you're arrogant.
Arrogant, Miss March. I spoke my mind, as you spoke yours. Obviously, it wasn't appreciated on either side.
Obviously. My stories were a great success in college.
Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot. Better, the story will be my kingly choice. Better than him. Better, even my smallest whim You said to me, Joe, if I don't succeed, what will I do? Turn around, go back to Concord, leave New York behind unconquered. No, how dare he make me doubt the way I feel, doubt that each filling page is who I am. Let these words alive with passion, vivid as my attic, with it all began.
John, that school were horrible to me. Charlotte Benton said my dress was ragged and my nose was flat. So, I hate to be a governess. I should be an eligible young man. It's going to be a dismal Christmas, what with father away and no money for presents.
Meg, Amy, Joe has a surprise for us.
Better when I was home.
Listen up, everyone. I've risen to the occasion this year and written us an operatic tragedy.
And we're going to perform it for Christmas.
No, I can't. Not with my flat nose.
Oh, Joe, do you really think we should? What with this awful war?
When have we ever let anything defeat us? Years from now, people will talk about us. One Christmas Eve, 4 penniless and ragged sisters put on an operatic tragedy for all of Concord. All of Concord. Guts, 2 massacres, a masked ball, and several hot, wretched scenes.
The crowd will hush. We'll start the overture and Beth will surely blush. And when Clarissa starts to plead, Christmas will exceed our finest dream.
Joe, do I die again in this one?
Yes. But you will die like none before. The world will shudder when your body hits the floor. And when Rodrigo makes you believe, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Now Amy asks Clarissa, only passion is permissible. This tragedy depends upon the fire in your eyes. And Beth, when you're the mother, you'll be noble, you'll be pure. All hearts will melt the moment mother cries. Let us begin.
Aha!
Oh, mother, do not cry. No, Amy, expression from the heart. Mother, dear mother, do not cry. Mother, dear mother.
Joe, I'm teased and ridiculed at school, and all my concerns is your silly little tragedy.
I know you're tired. I know it's hard. But we will triumph when Rodrigo yells on guard. Our success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling. Christmas will be gory. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
I made an important decision today. As you all know, I've been writing stories forever and with much satisfaction.
We love them, Joe.
Absolutely. So, I've decided I'm not going to become a world-renowned writer. I shall write great books and earn barrels of money. I'll give you all everything you've ever dreamed of.
invite me to her St. Valentine's Day ball.
Well, I'll wring her bloody little neck if she doesn't. Another.
I want you to get us a Christmas tree.
Well, Rodrigo will chop one down immediately.
Where?
Well, there, across the road.
But that's Mr. Lawrence's property.
You'll go to prison for it.
Prison? What care I for prison?
Joe is an incredible human being.
But look, it's Mr. Lawrence standing there at the window glaring out.
You look sinister.
I think he looks sad.
I wouldn't be sad living in such a house.
Well, has anyone ever been inside?
He'd never let any of us in.
They say he's a very angry and bitter man. Joe's gonna get us all into deathly trouble.
We'll be known as the family with the criminal sister.
Oh,
Sister.
Marty!
What's happening here?
Joe's written an operatic tragedy.
And she's inviting all of Concord to Celestia's performance. Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Oh, it's Joe's best, Marmee.
Tell us about your day. Well, we knitted socks and blankets for the Soldiers' Aid Society. And a letter came from Father. A letter from Father?
Read it to us, Marmee.
Where's Joe? She may be ours. We'll wait for Joe. Well, I want to hear all the things you did today.
Charlotte, I think he does.
He's
I know that he can.
so
She'll be
humiliated.
disgusted me.
Rodrigo has returned.
Joe!
Marmee!
Where did you get that tree?
I borrowed it from Mr. Lawrence.
Joe, you didn't.
I took it for us,
And you'll take it back immediately.
take it back? That's like bringing back a chicken after you've chopped off his head.
Do let us keep it.
It's Christmas, Marmee.
No, destroy someone else's property.
Well, I mean, we could give it to the Hummels. They have so little.
Good, fine. The tree goes to the Hummels then. Now what about Mr. Lawrence?
What about him?
Oh, Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, Mr. Lawrence. You.
Me?
You chopped down my perfect Douglas fir. I should have you arrested.
I'll make it up to you, sir.
With what?
I'll plant 6 more.
12
And I'll chop your firewood for a few days.
weeks. And I should hope this incident doesn't happen again. You've ruined my day.
He likes his trees. Hi, I'm Theodore Lawrence III. I've come to live here in Concord. I can play the piccolo, I can keep sitting up, and at school I won a medal for holding my book for nearly 3 minutes before passing out. I think that was terrifically daring of you chopping down grandfather's tree. Well, goodbye.
Theodore Lawrence III. Would you mind delivering this tree to the Hummels?
I don't mind at all.
He doesn't mind.
Just point me in the right direction.
They live half a mile down the road. The red house with the broken shingles.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Joe, you must think before you act on every whim.
I just want us to have a wonderful Christmas, Marmee.
Letters come from Father.
Oh, Christopher, come on!
Do read it to us, Marmee.
My dear wife, the war goes on and on. The end seems nowhere in sight. The days are difficult and long. But I am well.
He's well.
Still, it's very lonely being away from my dear ones, especially lonely as Christmas is approaching. Each night in my tent, I think of my precious girls.
Aw, he thinks of us.
Give them all my love and give them a sweet kiss. Tell them to be good, faithful, and hardworking, and to conquer that which is disagreeable in them, so that when I return, I'll be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. Why are we looking so glum? Do we have an operatic tragedy to perform or not? We do. Then we have work to do. We have costumes to complete, and we'll need an oleo curtain for you to paint.
And will you be performing something, Marmee?
Do, Marmee. I'll write something thrilling for you, filled with passion and daring.
Yes, I will. We'll make it the best Christmas ever. We March women are invincible. Come, let's get to work.
I'll get my paints.
I'll go find Marmee a costume.
And I'll send him, Bill.
I still don't know where to put that tree.
if every line, every word should bring you closer and caress you with its tongue. Nothing should remind you that I am here alone. I can't tell you what I'm feeling. I can't talk about the war. How the pealing of the church bells brings the battle to our door. I don't know which part is harder. What I know, what's unknown. I am here, counting days, praying for news. Is this the life I want to choose? Do you know how much I miss you? And the sorrow of the day, how I wish you were the twilight, come to take my fears away. Can I manage for young women? I'm not certain I know how. Will I be there when do I feel I wish that you were with me. Wish that I could the night seems so much
Josephine? Josephine, is that you?
Good morning, Aunt March.
Do you know the hour?
Almost 10, I believe.
Your workday begins with me at 9. You've missed reading to me and still haven't prepared the latch on the cellar door.
Well, I got delayed finding you this beautiful flower.
Don't trifle with me, Josephine. You were dawdling.
I wasn't dawdling. I was writing a story.
You are what happens to a girl when she has no father.
I have a father.
You never hear when you need him. And now my nephew has the audacity to be an army chaplain when he can't even support his own family. Josephine, listen to me. You're on the verge of womanhood.
Christopher Columbus.
And just look at you. You go about writing senseless stories, constantly trying to save the world, and you can't save yourself.
Well, I don't need saving.
There are many pitfalls a girl can fall into, and Josephine, you're heading towards all of them. I want to see you shine. Even if you're not rich, you can at least marry well.
I'll never marry.
You'll marry. All girls marry.
Well, I'm not all girls.
With a good marriage, you can have power. You can take your place in society.
I don't give two figs about society.
Then there is no point in our having this conversation then. It's clear to me I could never take you to Europe.
Take me to Europe?
It was an idle thought of mine.
Aunt March, do you understand how important it is for a writer to travel? It's my dream.
We earn our dreams in this world. It's foolish of me to think you could ever change your ways.
Well, I could try.
Bite your tongue, though your tongue is not true. If you want to know your dream, so things you have to do. How could you change? You can't, but you.
I could change if I wanted to.
Could you practice self-control? Could you possibly be shy? Could you wear a corset tight in the heat of mid-July? These are rules you must obey. Everyone but you divide. You'll never change. You won't. That's why. Yet somewhere deep within my heart I do believe you could captivate your world. If you could change so much you could achieve, in time you could succeed and travel very far. You could be beguiling,
Charming with me.
someone well-mannered, a model of grace. Learn the art of smiling.
That could be hard.
It isn't very hard for someone full of dreams like you. If you work, you'll find there's nothing you can't do.
So if I change, we'll go to Paris.
Change completely or don't waste my time.
If we change, we'll stop in Antwerp.
Gracious living will make you sublime.
If I change, you'll take me to Zurich.
Every city from Dublin to Cannes.
Surely, with your guidance, I could learn to use feminine words within line. I could be beguiling. I could learn to charm a donkey for a chance to see the world. Learn the art of smiling. I could watch from my mind and keep my thoughts perfumed and pure. Yes, I surely think I could.
If you could, that would be good.
There's nothing that I wouldn't suffer to see the world. The world. I could do it if I try. I could do it by sheer will.
All you have to do is work to acquire any skill.
These are things a girl must do when she has dreams she must fulfill.
It's how you walk, it's how you talk, it's how you think, it's how you are.
I'll hold my breath and hold my tongue. Do what it takes to travel far. Yes, I could.
Girls, it's getting quite late.
Meg? I can't go.
Look at me. Every girl in Concord my age has been to a ball. And I've never been to a ball. I've never worn a dress like this. Anything like this.
Meg, I wore that very same dress to my first ball, and it didn't look half so good on me. You have been dreaming about Annie Moffat's St. Valentine's Day Ball for months. You can't back away from it now.
I'm not built for gowns.
You look alluring.
I think the word is alarming, Army. Oh, Meg's the beauty. She'll be the most sought after girl at the ball.
She doesn't want to go. not dance tonight? I'd be delighted. Then you go entrancing, exotic, hypnotic, the sound of it romance, delighted, delighted, and some of them are glancing. People everywhere, elegance to spare. How can I be sure they'll like me when I'm there? I can see you dancing all night. I'd be delighted, delighted, so glad we were invited, completely delighted, paying attention I did, delighted, provided, success has been decided. Delighted, we're delighted, no hazard, delighted. I'm ready.
Amy, what are you doing?
I'm going to the ball.
You're what? Oh,
I found this old dress and it almost fits. It was mine.
I know. All it needs is a pretty sash. And besides, why shouldn't I go?
Because you weren't invited.
Well, you can just give me the invitation. Amy.
What?
You don't care for good society, and I do.
Amy, I don't care about snobs. People who think they're better than you just because they have grander houses.
Well, they do have grander houses.
It's enough.
But I want elegance and fine things, Marmee.
And I want passion. I want to be noticed because I'm unique, not because of some silly sash.
Sashes aren't silly. Aunt March says the right accessories could be a key to a girl's success. Besides, I wouldn't go to a ball with scorch marks on the back of my dress.
What?
As big as yours.
Amy, stop it.
Beth, get my sewing basket. But Jo hates balls. She should stay in her musty old attic and write her dreadful little stories.
My stories aren't dreadful.
Nobody reads them and nobody likes them.
Well, I like them. I'm sending this one off to a very prominent New York publisher.
And he'll hate it.
Amy.
That's enough. There, Jo. It's barely noticeable.
We've got to go. Yes. And I'll make sure to tell everyone how kind you were to give me your beautiful fan.
Oh.
Good night, Bonnie, Beth, if anyone else read the fool.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. You girls have a wonderful night. Amy, think about what you said, and when Jo returns, you can apologize. Come, let's get ready for bed. Amy? Coming! Coming!
For a lady who is soon to be a bride and study amazing things, I shall return poised and elegant, brimming with confidence. I shall sit grandly. Oh, Christopher Columbus!
Excuse me.
You?
Me.
What are you doing here?
I passed out. Too much dancing, I guess.
Too much punch, I'd say.
Maury, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Mr. Brooke, I would like you...
Your grandfather will be furious. He wants you to meet some very important people.
And I have. These are the famous March girls I've been telling you about, the ones from across the way. This is Meg, right?
Yes.
And this is Jo. She cuts our firewood on occasion. This is Mr. John Brooke. He's a scholar from Boston.
I'm Maury's tutor. Now come on, Maury.
Oh, but sir, you've taken my dance card.
Oh, is this your dance card? Sorry. So, you're Marty March.
Yes, I am.
It's a splendid party, isn't it?
It is quite lovely. So you're from Boston?
Maine, actually.
I've never been to Maine.
You should go. It's a beautiful country. Very primitive.
I like primitive.
Really.
Mr. Brooke is a romantic.
Is that true?
Well, no. I read Keats and Kelly. I mean, Keats and Shelley.
So do I.
You read Keats and Shelley?
All the time. Christopher Columbus.
Would you like to dance as much?
I'd be delighted. Excuse us, Joe.
Did you see that? He just... What is it with you and that smile?
You make me beam.
Well, you look ridiculous.
Well, you're looking very fetching tonight.
Touching, really.
So tell me, when you're not out attending balls, what is it that you do?
I write splendid stories. I make extraordinary plans. I'm going to Europe, going to meet famous writers and revolutionaries. So, what about you? What do you do? Marmy said you're all alone in this world. No mother or father. It must be awful for you.
It's not awful. I've got a cranky old grandfather, and I've got a cat, and I've got...
What?
Well, I was hoping to say you. I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night, I watch you in that attic, pacing back and forth like a maniac. I've never met a girl like you, anyone at all like you. This is very nice, such a lovely party. The music sounds so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing. I'm very good. I won a medal for dancing at school.
No, I don't dance. Plus, I've got a patch on the back of my dress.
A patch, let me see. No, I like it. That patch puts on a whole new fashion. Dance with me tonight, and I guarantee you by next spring, every girl in Concord will be wearing a patch on her dress. Do 100 things to anything you please. We could fly on golden wings across the 7 seas. I'll bet you'll get a cabin when we go if you'll take a chance on me. We could catch 1,000 stars and stand them on him. We could leave from here to Mars and make the planet spin. If you wanna do all things you've ever dreamed of, come on, take a chance on me. We could be such friends. Friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me wanna dare to take a chance on you.
Alright. You can box if you'd like.
You box?
Ready?
I should warn you, I won a medal for boxing at school.
much we could share. We'll circle the world with all we've ever dreamed of. And we'll live in our own way. And I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends. Will you take a chance on me? So, what do you say? Try me.
All right. Come over tomorrow. We'll have a skating race. I'll see you then.
We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. Cause you'll take a chance, yes, you'll take a chance when you take a chance on me.
Excuse me, Mrs. March. John Brooke. We were dancing. The ankle may be sprained. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
The night began quite strangely, but ended magnificently. Good night.
Good night. Can you work on it?
It's nothing, Marmee.
Then can you tell us about the ball?
I tried to do all these ladylike things, Marmee, but they went unnoticed, except by Mr. Lawrence's grandson. And poor Meg, no one even asked her to dance except that pompous Mr. Brooke.
He danced divinely. I had a wonderful time. Actually, I had the best time of my life. I may have left here a girl, but I came home a woman.
A woman? What is she talking about? Meg?
It's just Meg being silly, Marmee.
All right. Well, it's been a long day for all of us. Come, let's get to bed.
Oh, look what I brought for you, darling. Truffle.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Amy?
I'm sorry for all the things I said, Joe. And for you, Miss March. A petticoat. A little squashed, but still edible. Thank you.
Coming, Joe?
I just want to put a few finishing touches on my story, Marmee.
All right. Don't be too long, and see to it that the fire is put out.
Amy? 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 Amy, where are you? Where's Amy?
Joe?
Jeff, where's Amy?
Joe, what is it?
Amy! Amy, get down here! Amy, what did you do to my story? Nothing. What did you do? I've been working on that story day and night. Give it back to me, please, give it back.
I burned it.
You what? I'm glad I did. Amy! I haven't just...
Joe, no!
Go on, I bear my cross to you!
Back to bed, now. I've gotten into the both of you.
Burn my story!
What?
She deserved it.
She did not deserve it. You did an intolerable thing.
Marmee!
You destroyed what meant the world to Joe.
Joe has everything! What do I have? I have patches on the back of my dress. I write stories that my sister burns! You could have given me the invitation. Well, the invitation was meant for me!
I will come, Amy.
No, my time will never come! I'm always forgotten. I'm always last. I have nothing special! Amy.
I can't demand that you two love one another.
But I hate this nightgown. I hate the way I look. That was mine. And I want something that's mine. And I'll take back that fan.
Joe, I'm so sorry.
It's not my fault.
story, I would.
Writings are everything to me, Marmee. They're who I am. It's my passion. It's my
That
future.
passion is still in you. It's still in there.
I'll never forget her.
You're not wrong to feel anger, Joe. But if you build a wall between you and Amy, the only person you may end up hurting is yourself. And I couldn't bear that. Now try to get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I won't.
I will never fall asleep again, not for decades, no, not even then. My life was in this story. How can she be so cruel? How can so much be lost so easily? I wrote my heart out, it does not seem fair. I'll rage until I'm withered. I'll grow cold and bitter.
The mad woman in the attic. A creature of gall. Lifeless. A spinster rejected by the world. Changed her appearance. Yes. She attached gold braids to her hair. Braids to her hair. How long has it been snowing?
Joe, come skating with me. The pond is still frozen, the ice is magnificent. Joe, come.
Lori, I'm finishing a story.
Finish it later. I want to know one right
All right, fine. I'll give you a 2-minute head start.
2 minutes?
And still beat you.
Go with them.
Joe doesn't want me.
Go anyway.
She hasn't talked to me in 3 weeks. I tried to give her one of my drawings, and she just ignored it. Besides, my eyes can still fit me anymore.
Take mine.
Can I really? Oh, thank you, Beth. I hope I can be as sweet as you one day.
You are sweet.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Lawrence.
Watch where you're going. That piano sounds horrible.
It needs a tuning, sir.
Where's my grandson, Laurie?
I'm sure he'll be back soon, sir.
The boy's missed 6 lessons. He's behind on all his work. I have forbidden him from associating with his family.
Why, sir?
A man needs an iron will if he's to succeed in this world. This family will only soften. Well, which one of the dreadful little Marge girls are you?
I'm dreadful Beth, sir.
Oh yes, you're the one Laurie says wants to play my priceless piano. Out of the question. That piano belonged to my daughter, Laurie's mother, and it's been locked away since she passed away, and that is how it shall stay. Are you afraid of me?
A little bit.
Why?
It might have something to do with your face, sir. It's rather hard.
I cannot help my hard face. Continue what you are playing. Go on. I haven't all day. Are you going to play or not?
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 cents. Irish china, then we'll dine a wine on grapes, 2 cents.
Well, go on.
We will model boats off in Massachusetts, there in Massachusetts by the bay. Put them together and wait until the glue sets.
Well, what's the matter now?
I don't remember the rest, sir.
While we wait, we'll polka for the folk along the parapet.
Oh,
Massachusetts.
yes,
short or sweet.
We will have no regrets off of Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Beacon Street.
If you say come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe sets. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on great Suzettes. Yes, we're off to Massachusetts.
Yes, we're off.
Yes, we're off to where the sharks are sweet.
We will have
No regrets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts we.
Boston, Massachusetts, we.
Boston, Massachusetts we repeat. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Come visit me tomorrow. I'll find the key to that old piano and we'll see if there's some music left in it. Will you come?
Yes, sir.
And when you see Laurie, tell him I wish to see him at once.
Meg! Oh, Meg, Mr. Lawrence was just here. He really isn't as terrible as we once thought.
Oh, God.
Meg, Meg. Amy?
What happened?
Fell through the ice.
I was skating by the bridge, the ice gave way, and I got to her just in time.
She's careless. She's rash.
She just wanted to be with you.
I'm skating so beautifully. You don't think. You know you're not supposed to skate by the bridge. Everybody knows that the ice by the bridge is dangerous. But you didn't want me near you. I love your stories, Joe. I tried to write one to make up for what I did. I just couldn't think of anything to say. So I drew those pictures of you with your beautiful hair and my big mouth. And you just ignored it. You skate recklessly. If it wasn't for Lauren, you could have been killed. Maybe it would have been better if I had. You must never talk like that. When the ice broke underneath you, all I think was I could have lost you.
Go on, Joe. Forgive her.
See how much
She
she's
deserves another
changed.
chance.
See your sweet side.
Everybody, stop. I was devastated when you burned my stories. I couldn't understand how you could do such a thing, but promise me, promise, that you'll never think of me as an enemy, as a sister who loves you.
I promise, Joe.
The March sisters forever.
Forever? Lori who saved Amy and made this day possible.
I want to declare before everyone, before the world, that on this day of forgiveness and joy, that you, Theodore Lawrence III, who has valiantly lost all contests to me, I declare you our brother. The brother we never had. Swear to us your greatest oath of loyalty, an oath that's dazzling as you are true.
I swear I'll follow you like royalty.
Wear our royal coat of arms. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and one for all for life.
We'll live like musketeers.
Together we'll prevail. We'll be fire for all forever from now on. Now each of us must swear for all eternity, our bond shall never be undone. Nothing shall sever this fraternity. We'll always live and die as one. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and one for all for life. Together we will fight. We'll be fine for all forever from now on.
On this wonderful day,
It's wonderful.
never forget.
Never forget.
I am
And from this day on, no matter what, we're five for all for life. We'll conquer every foe with our brother by our side. John Brooker here, he'd be your brother too. We'll consider any friend.
Loyal to the end.
Be fine for all forever. We'll be fine for all forever from now on and on and on. From now on.
Mrs. March, we must be getting to the station.
Amy, dear, are you ready? Amy, March will be here soon.
You don't want to miss your train.
I just need a few more minutes. I'm waiting for Joe. Tell me I'm doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing.
I've never left my girls before.
Your husband has pneumonia and he needs you with him in New York.
Oh, I feel like I'm being torn in two. Part of me here and the other part.
I'll look in on the girls every day.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
I'll just take this for you. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning, Mr. Lawrence. Here, Mommy. I made you a basket of food.
Thank you, Pat. Have you seen Joe? She should have been back by now.
I'll go find her.
Thank you.
Amy's almost ready. She's packing up half the house.
Thank you. He's a child that I love so much. Mommy, please don't make me go to Aunt March's house. Everything scares me. It's old. I drew this picture of you with apple blossoms in your hair, the goddess of spring. It's for Father. Is he gonna die? No, I'll see to it that he recovers. Thank you. Go get the rest of your things.
Marty, I'm so sorry I'm late, but I did get the money though.
Joe, I know it must have been difficult for you to ask Aunt March.
I didn't ask her. I couldn't. So I went to the town common and stood there all morning trying to sell my stories. And when that failed, I sold my hair.
Oh my.
You're bald!
I'm not bald.
But your hair was your best feature!
Oh, she looks beautiful.
Thank you. Well, now Marnie will have enough money to get to Washington and stay with Father for as long as he needs her. Here, $27.25. I threw in a few extra coins I had stashed away.
You shouldn't have done this. I'm so
Disappointed?
proud. You did a courageous thing, Joe. Thank you.
The carriage is ready, Mrs. March. Your hair. It's different.
Mrs. March, we must hurry to the train if you want to make it to the station.
Abundant spring again. Every now and then.
Lori. Come, let me hold my girls.
I've never been parted before. I feel awful.
Amy.
I'll look after everything, Marnie, don't worry.
My dear Margaret, make certain your husband recovers.
Yes, Aunt March. Amy, tell Aunt March how beautiful you are.
I'm so excited about living with you while Marnie's in Washington.
Naturally.
No glum faces and no tears. I'll be back as soon as possible.
Tell Father how much I miss him.
Oh, how did you all grow up so fast? Thank you, Aunt March.
Josephine, what have you done?
I sold my hair so Marnie could have a safe journey to Washington.
You did what? I told you if you need money, come to me.
I was hoping to earn my own money.
Cutting one's hair and selling it like a beggar is not an option for a lady. You look like a shorn sheep. Have you forgotten our contract?
I'll never forget. Traveling, seeing Europe, Paris, London.
You don't live up to your part of the bargain. Why should I live up to mine?
I tried to live up to my part of the bargain. I went to a ball. I improved my manners. I read books on etiquette. I practiced dancing with Meg. I held my tongue in several situations when I wanted to scream out. Got a fire in me on March.
We'll just see how far this fire takes you in life. See what doors this fire will open. See what society thinks of your fire.
To hell with society. We
Josephine!
don't live for society. We live for what we have inside of us. We live to expand our minds and fulfill our dreams, engage in passion and
That's enough! You think you know everything and you know nothing. As for Europe, you can forget it. Europe is meant for someone with a little more understanding of its rewards.
Oh, March, please.
The subject is closed.
The subject is not closed, and if it is, I will open it again. I'll go to Europe. I will. I'll go to Europe if I have to swim there. Hello, John.
I like your haircut, Joe.
And my hair will grow back.
And who is this man?
He's Laurie's tutor and a friend.
Well, tell your friend his visit should be brief. Amy, collect your things. I'll be waiting for you in the carriage.
Yes, ma'am.
John, what have you done?
I've enlisted. I couldn't stand by any longer. Your own father is in the Army hospital in Washington. I have friends who will never return.
When do you leave?
Tonight. Meg. Margaret. I'm not a rich man. I've never been the wisest.
You're very wise, John.
Well, thank you. I'm not particularly handsome either.
You're very handsome.
Thank you. Meg. Margaret. If you could find it in your heart, if you could love me as I love you, if only you can be our part, then I would be rich, I would be wise, I would be more than I am.
Wait for your return. Wait for your return.
If you will wait while I am gone, if you'll imagine me here with you, if only you can, if I carry on, then I could be strong,
Why must you go?
I could be brave,
Don't be too brave.
I could be more
Only come home.
more than I am. If you will say you love me enough to marry me, I will come home and love you for all of my life, and I will be more than I am. Say yes. Make me more than I am.
Marry you tomorrow. I'll marry you today. And I will love you for all of my life.
I swear to you now with all my heart, I swear I will love you as you love me. From this moment on, though we'll be apart,
I will be more,
I will be more
more than I
than
am.
I am.
With you, I am more than
I'll write to you every day, twice a day, 5 times a day.
And now,
What?
well, I'll go to Europe. I mean, why shouldn't we go? Here we are, young women, living on our own, taking care of ourselves. It's time we looked ahead. Joe, I worked on our itinerary. We'll go to Spain first, Madrid, then to Rome, see the Vatican, have an audience with the Pope. Oh, it's a wonderful idea, isn't it?
Joe, I'm engaged. John proposed and I accepted.
Meg's engaged? Oh my gosh! Oh, have a big wedding. So romantic. Aunt March says they're very fashionable.
Amy, Aunt March is waiting for you. I'll come visit you soon.
Bye, everyone. What about our promise to remain together?
We made that a long time ago, Joe. I've changed. You've changed.
I haven't changed. I'd never make a promise one day and then break it another. Our word is everything to us, Meg.
I love him.
So you love him. I'm talking about us. Our future as a family is at stake here. We only have each other.
Joe.
You can't turn your back on us.
I'm not turning my back on you.
I told you. You're going to be a famous writer. I'll give you everything you ever dreamed of.
I know.
Joe, I mean, if she does love him.
I do. With all my heart and soul.
Lost Meg.
You haven't lost Meg.
Lost my trip to Europe.
You'll find a way to get there someday. I know you will. You can do anything. You can make the clouds part.
It's you who can make the clouds part.
Come, walk with me and tell me all about your adventures today.
Well, I sold my hair.
Yes.
And before that, I stood in the town common crying out, Joe March is here! And when no one paid attention to me, I read out my story, Carlotta, the mad woman wife.
Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic, a creature of gall, a spinster rejected by the world, hungry for blood, rose from the dark. Joe! Joe March? Her eyes were beady red, her hair ghastly white. Joe, it's your best friend, Theodore Lawrence III. And her fingers clutched with rage as she went out into the wretched night.
Christopher Columbus, it's so good to see you. You haven't been here in weeks.
I was in Boston. I had dreadful news.
What news?
With the war ended, grandfather insisted I get on with my life. He's enrolled me in school.
What?
I'm leaving just in time for the summer session.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
What's wonderful about it? Leaving behind the best friend I've ever had?
Well, I can't imagine life in Concord without you. Not seeing your silly little grin every day.
I don't want to go.
But you had to go. This is an incredible opportunity. I mean, college. I'd go in a minute. I'd study everything.
What do you need with college? You're going to be a famous writer.
Famous?
Joe, can I tell you something?
Tell me something.
Ever since the first day I saw you, do you remember that day?
Of course.
The day you chopped down grandfather's cherished tree, I knew then that you and I would be magnificent together.
We are magnificent together.
Oh, my sweet Joe, for weeks now, months, even this whole year, actually, I have wanted to
What was that?
kiss.
I know it was a kiss.
It was my first kiss. I've thought about it for a long time.
We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. We could go to such extremes, there's so much we could share.
What's that into you?
Look, I took apart my engagement and got this ring.
A ring? Well, what are you talking about?
I want you to be my wife.
Your wife? Stop this way, it's not funny.
I
practice saying the words over and over again. Marry me, marry me.
No. Find someone else. Find some accomplished girl.
I don't want an accomplished girl. I want you.
Well, you can't have me.
At least say you'll think about
Well,
it.
there's nothing to think about. I'll never marry.
You don't mean that.
I do mean it.
You'll marry.
I won't.
Yes, you will. You just won't marry me. That's what you're really saying. You'll find someone to...
Please, I thought you understood me.
Everybody knew how I felt all along.
And you knew all along who I am, what I wanted. I bared my soul to you, Lori. Please, just go.
Joe.
Please, just go.
Who's he? Because marry me. With his ring and his marry me. The nerve, the goal. It's not what it was meant to be. How could he ruin it all with those two words? I thought I knew him. I thought he knew me. When did it change? What did I miss? And I thought all along that we were meant to forge frontiers. How could I be so sisters here? If you share my dreams, would I be fooled? I thought I promised and that we would never change and never part. I thought together, enemies of the world. How can I live my dreams or even start when everything has come Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I know I'm meant for something new, but if I can be astonishing. There's a life that I am meant to lead, a life like nothing I have known. I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even now I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I'm aching to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing, astonishing. I'll find my way. I'll find it far away. I'll find it in the unexpected and unknown. I'll find my life in my own way today. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless, surrendering modesty and grace. I will not disappear without a trace. I'll shout and start a riot. Be anything but quiet. Christopher Columbus, I'm astonishing, astonishing, astonishing.
Miss March? Has anyone seen the whereabouts of Miss March? Professor, do you know the whereabouts of Miss March?
No, Mrs. Kirk, I have not seen the whereabouts of Miss March.
Helga, do we have new sheets for the new boarders? Since the war has ended, Professor, people from all over are coming. Miss March!
What is it, Mrs. Kirk?
A telegram has arrived. A telegram. Why Miss March could have inherited a great deal of money. She could be famous. Then again, it could be some terrible tragedy. You can never know these things. As her good friend, I suspect you'd be concerned for her.
You and the rest of the members of this boarding house are under the impression that me and Miss March share some sort of kinship. We are not friends. We have simply gone places together.
The theater.
Yes, I took her to see Hamlet.
A pathetic tale it is.
Very pathetic. And I've given her 3 German lessons.
3? That many?
I've taken her to hear lectures, to the park to hear speakers. But she hardly seems to know I exist. She is preoccupied. She rushes past me like the wind.
Christopher, love is Mrs. Kirk. Have you seen the professor?
Behind you, darling.
Oh, guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Miss March. The word is Tag. Guten Tag means good day.
I know what it means, but when you taught it to me, you said guten Tag.
I would never say Teg.
Well, I'm sure you did.
Well, I'm sure I didn't.
All right, then, guten Tag. And it is a very guten Tag, a wonderful guten Tag. I have some amazing news, Professor. Came to New York on a dream. I knew it might take me a while, but all I've been hearing since I arrived is leaving right there on the pile. So today I woke up and decided it's time to achieve, time to thrive, time to climb.
Tell us what happened, Miss March.
Sometimes when you dream, your dream is just a guess. Sometimes when you work really hard, you don't know if you'll ever find success. So I grabbed a story to sell and got ready to raise hell. Then I marched out the door and headed right for the Weekly Volcano Press.
Henry Dashwood. Now he is a man of taste.
Dashwood was a fiend. He sneered at my distress. Tossed my story high on a stack, but I was determined I would progress. I said, sir, I'll read while you read. But at last he disagreed. So I jumped on a chair and read it right there at the Weekly Volcano Press.
Did
Oh my!
Keep away from me, you wretch! I cannot keep away. Your beauty draws me. Your passion ignites me.
Ah, it's the one with all the horror in it.
That's the one, but I took to heart what you said. I embellished. I made it better.
I've got to have you.
I defy you.
I will take you.
Let me buy you. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
Unhand that woman, villain!
Who are you?
I am your destiny, your bitterest foe. I've come to avenge your crimes of 10 years ago. Run to the forest, run!
I can't. The forest is dangerous. My sister went in there and never returned.
You must risk it. You must take the dark path. Your fate awaits you there.
She will never escape me.
Hurry!
On guard!
Go now!
Dashwood was aghast, but I could not care less. Words I spoke ignited the air. I felt like a publishing lioness. That's when Dashwood started to shout, and I thought he'd throw me out. But then I persevered, and a forest appeared at the Weekly Volcano Press. The forest is dark, scary. Clarissa enters, trembling, fearful of what fate awaits her. She comes to a fork in the road and stops.
Which way do I go?
A hag appears.
I can help you choose, but you must make a sacrifice. Give me something, dear, those combs are nice.
Without these combs, what will I be?
Perhaps a hag as dull as me.
I can.
You'll never know your destiny unless you give up vanity.
Go
to go? Please show me where to go. Your fate awaits you there. The path is perilous. She avoids swamps. She loses her footing. Her shoes tumble off. The sleeve of her dress gets caught on a twisted limb. She comes to Wild Rapids and can go no further.
How do I get across?
A troll appears. If you want to cross, you must pay me, pay her. I've the only boat that can get you there alive. I see you wear a necklace that holds a pretty jewel. My price to get across is what you're wearing round your neck. Oh, how its glitter makes me drool. I've nothing left but this. My prospects are so bleak. You'll never know what wisdom is until you give up all your riches. It's yours. Now show me distant shore. I'll take you to your fate. Sometimes when you dream, your dreams come true in extraordinary ways. Suddenly a day can be so amazing, and sometimes when you burn the air, and someone else feels the flame you always knew was there.
Stop! Please!
I cannot stop.
Can you not give a tired long night some assistance?
I have nothing left to give.
Give me your time!
My fate awaits me.
Can you not care for me? It's been years since I felt the touch of another hand.
Then take mine, and take my shawl, wrap it as it is.
You have completed your journey. My sword is yours. It will protect you against your enemies. You can now return to your moors. Your fate is in your hands.
And Clarissa, raised from the forest, raced to the moors, where she called out, I have returned, Braxton. I will free the Moors of your tyranny.
The rest always knew you'd come back to me. They always do.
Clarissa thrusts, she parries, she backs up Braxton and pins him against a tree. She leaps over craggy rock, her sword swishing and swooshing. Never has she been so determined. She's on fire. A pity she hadn't taken dueling lessons. But out of nowhere, who should appear? The long-forgotten Rodrigo!
I'm waiting a lifetime to destroy you.
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare, Braxton. I am your sister.
And then Dashwood got on his knees, crying, sell this to me, please. Then he ordered for more. Now I'm writing for the Weekly Volcano Press. I'm ready for destiny. I trust in the past. I'll take my stride tonight. With curtains of paper, it's all things I will not touch. I won't be forgotten. I will shine, I'll dazzle you. I'm ready to take the road, not the same as soul. My own force and destiny peace.
Congratulations. I am. What is the word?
Amazed?
Flabbergasted and delighted.
Christopher Columbus, I believe anything is possible. You were right, Professor.
About what?
Everything! I'm going to be a published writer! Can you believe it? Oh, $15 and 25 more for my commission. You're rich! I feel rich! Do you dare dance, Professor?
No.
Well, neither do I, but today I could.
Miss March, we should celebrate your success. Say, have you ever been to the Broadway Gardens?
Are you asking me to dinner, Professor?
No. Yes.
I should like that. I've forgotten all the excitement this telegram came for you. More good news, I suspect.
Open it, Miss March.
I will. Today I could start a revolution. I could.
Is it not good news?
What is it? Dear God, no. My sister Beth has contracted scarlet fever. She is gravely ill. I must go to her immediately. I'm so sorry. Sorry for you and your family.
Is there anything we can do?
No, thank you, Professor. Mrs. Kirk, can you tell your girls they'll be fine? Tell them to keep reading. I will.
Miss March, I would like to accompany you.
Accompany me?
Yes, you should not travel alone.
I traveled here alone. I shall be fine, but thank you.
And Miss March, you will be back.
Of course I will.
And Miss March, viel Glück.
Yes, I need good luck.
Your simple acquaintance is leaving you, Professor.
Yes.
Time to get off the sofa, Mr. Felix! Get off the sofa!
Joe has seen to everything.
There should be good.
Yes.
At last it's found a home.
It's a beauty, sir. I'll let you.
Wait, John, the flowers?
Of course.
It's magnificent, Mr. Lawrence. Oh, but you shouldn't have.
But I did, and that's enough on the matter.
Joe!
She's ready. Meg?
Someplace.
Oh, Meg.
What is it?
You'll see.
Is it Amy? Is she back?
It's not Amy, and she's not back.
Well, what is it then?
Patience. There.
Mr. Lawrence?
Over here.
Your piano.
No, Beth. Yours.
Marnie. No.
I'm not saying no to this.
But why, sir?
It kept calling. Where's that dreadful little March girl? It missed you.
What's that, okay?
Something for us.
It sounds nice.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Lori wrote me this morning. You've been in New York.
Lori was in New York?
Well, yes, didn't he come visit you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. But he'd been in such a bad way, moping about for weeks. And he insisted he go do some business for me in New York. Then take a few weeks in Europe to enjoy himself. And you'll never guess who he met up with in Florence. Amy and your Aunt March. Miss March, may I join you?
It'd be an honor, sir.
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go.
We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 cents.
Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on Prince Suzette's. sits.
New York? I miss New York. Dear Professor Bear, I've been wanting to write you. So much is happening here. My sister Meg is having a baby. My sister Beth is very frail, but I know I have it in me to make her better. I've decided I'm going to take her and my mother to Cape Cod, to Falmouth for a few days. Given all that is happening here, I don't know when I can return to New York. I miss it. I miss those volatile exchanges we had. I
I
miss
miss our walks
walks
in the park to hear speakers talk about how they would like to change the world. I too would like to change the world. Yes, of course. And how are you, Professor?
She asks how I am, and so how am I? My days are the usual days. I wake up, I go out, time goes by. My days are exactly the days I have lived since arriving here. In fact, how I am is a maze, how this comforts me year by year. I work and I eat, life is muffins and jam. The house is nice and quiet now. That is how I am. 5 years in these rooms, reading Hegel and Kant. My mind is devoted to thoughts on the meaning of life. What more could I want? So why is it lately I find I'm uneasy all through the night? And why even now does my skin feel explosive as dynamite? Why does my heart pound like a battering ram? How can she ask me how I am? How I am is fine. Dear Mrs. March, there is nothing dramatic or new to report. This will be short. Morning and evening, I live in my usual way. On the day you return, you will see for yourself. Dear Mrs. March, are you happy so far from the clank and the beats of our turbulent street? Quite often I think of our days in New York. Though of course since you went, I have been quite content. I wake in the morning and all that I hear is the absence of sound. Yes! My peace is disturbed and the ruckus is me as my thoughts run aground. I wanted a life by myself in these rooms, but now all around me another life glooms. Who asked me to come and to go and to leave me like that? And now she expects me to send her a note with words if I spoke that would sing in my throat. Who asked me to change how I live, how I think, how I am. She asks how I am. How can I reply? I go through my daily routine. I give lessons, I wait. Time goes by. Yet some days I find there's a pleasure in humming the silly tune. And sometimes I go to the park and I sit there all afternoon. Some evenings I swear I can hear a door slam. The house is far too quiet now. That is how I am.
It's so beautiful. All the waves and the shells.
I'll remember how we talked about coming to Cape Cod this time of year. Look, Beth. I believe this one's 1,000 years old. Listen.
Yes. And Joe, with her wee literary earnings, has brought us now
so happy to be here with you. Promise me whatever's got hold of you, you'll fight it.
Look what I got! A kite! Look at its tail! I told the man I wanted all of the colors of the rainbow for my sister.
I think that is the most beautiful kite I have ever seen.
I shall leave you to.
No, Mommy, stay.
I'll go write a letter to Father and tell him how beautiful the cave is this time of year. I love you.
Oh, Beth, isn't it? It's a dream come true. It's so beautiful. Come out of that chair. Help me put this kite.
Tell me again about New York.
Oh, it's a circus. A circus? Clowns, waltzing camels, dancing horses, and museums and theaters, Beth, everywhere.
And the women, are they shameless?
Some of them, anyways. It's a beautiful place, Beth. I'm going to take you there. New York. And we'll dine in the best restaurants and see Shakespeare and ride the omnibus and mingle with unsavory characters.
Jill, I have something for you. Mommy says that this shell is over 1,000 years old. And I believe that once upon a time, it had an amazing life. And if you put it up to your ear, it talks to you. What does it say? It says, "You grow up too fast. You're a woman of the world now, Joe. I'm so proud of you."
When you were first born, not an hour old, I told Marmee,
Beth is mine.
everyone has someone special in this world, Beth. And I have you, my sweet Beth. Give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a
One must always be civil to a coachman. We must respect those who have the reins until you wrench the reins from them.
Yes, Marty, Joe!
And remember, Amy, you're a lady now.
Oh, yes, I'm a lady. Meg, when did this house get so small?
Amy, as we grow grand, the world around us often diminishes in size. I have known people who have disappeared before my very eyes.
You're such a dear, Aunt March. Thank you for everything.
I'll go see to that wretched coachman.
And remember, Aunt March, respect those who have the reins.
Very good.
Amy?
Meg! Oh,
Marty! Oh, let me look
is it really you? Oh, look at you! Oh my gosh, you're a mother now, twins! I can't believe it!
Neither can I.
Oh,
Marty!
oh,
My baby is home.
oh,
You're all grown up.
I am, Marty, I really am. I feel grown up. I'm sophisticated. You can't imagine all the experiences I've had. And I thought, if only Meg were here. If only Joe. If only Beth. Maybe. I was so sorry I wasn't here to say goodbye to her. I cried for weeks. I couldn't stop. Aunt March says I was being unreasonable, but my heart was breaking not to be here with her.
Beth understood.
Oh, Joe!
She said to tell Amy not to fret.
Did she really say that?
She was brave to the very end. You would have been proud of her.
I bought her this metronome. The man said there wasn't another one like it. Where did we get this magnificent piano?
Mr. Lawrence gave it to Beth.
Oh, he's a dear, isn't he? Oh, it's so good to be in our home, our dear house. Come, Amy, show us the rest of what you got. Oh, yes, it was a king's ransom. I have so much to tell you all. I ate frogs, actual frogs. Oh, and Meg, is John still romantic?
More so.
Oh, I knew it. Men are so amazing.
It's almost everything.
Lori, I hadn't realized you were coming back too.
Yes, we sailed on the same ship.
It was very good of you to come for Amy and Aunt March after our loss of Beth.
When I heard the news, I was devastated. I'm sorry I didn't come visit you in New York. I wanted to. I thought of it.
I mean, I don't blame you, Lori. I was horrible to you. I was so unfeeling.
You said how you felt.
No. You look different.
Do I? I'm taller an inch or so.
I missed you.
I've missed you too, Joe.
I saw the story.
I always knew you would. I always had that sort of faith in you, Joe.
I know you did.
And you look different too. More distinguished.
Really?
You know, Joe, I've learned something about myself.
What's that?
I was never meant to fly on golden wings.
Who is?
You? You, Joe, you were meant to soar. I was meant for more mundane things. I've decided I'm going to go into grandfather's business. I know that's the last thing I would have thought for myself, but turns out I'm actually really quite fascinated with the logistics. I shall be wily and shrewd.
Lori, there you are.
Amy, did you tell Joe?
Tell me what?
The most amazing thing.
Really quite a thing.
You tell her.
No, you tell her.
Alright, fine, I'll tell her.
We were under the bridge of sighs, under Italian skies.
She was singing lullabies.
He says he likes the way I sing.
The day was ours.
We talked for hours.
It was amazing.
I said I love fireflies.
I said so do
I told him I hate goodbyes.
There was something in her eyes.
That's where the bells began to ring.
We found that we
We're so alike.
It was amazing.
So tell me, what is the moon?
Oh, you know, we were trying to be so discreet about it.
Amazing. There we were in Venice.
And
Venice.
when he suddenly stood up
And shouted, will you marry me?
It was so romantic.
And I fell into the water.
And before we even knew it,
She dove in and rescued
it happened before we knew. Amazing what time can do.
From that moment my heart grew.
We'll be married in the spring.
Whoever thought in all the world we'd fall in love, and yet we did. Amazing. The most amazing thing.
Come, Lori, help me with the rest of my things.
She bought half of Paris.
And I'll get the other half on our next trip. Oh, and Aunt March wants to have a meeting with us about proper wedding etiquette. Lori, welcome to the family.
Thank you, Joe.
I never meant for it to happen like this. I always thought of Lori as yours.
He's never been mine. He's always just been one of us.
Here, I brought this for you. It's a book of my drawings. I want you to have it. I drew everything you should have seen, all the palaces and churches and mountains.
Maybe I can.
Sure you can. We'll be close, Joe. That will never change.
Never. Thank you, Amy. Your drawings are beautiful.
It's been a while since you've been up here. This room needs a dusting. And an airing. The attic used to be such a sanctuary for you. Whenever you're sad or upset, you come up here, bolt the door, and hours later come back down full of life. I haven't seen that Joe in a while.
I can't write. I can't do anything really. I mean, I used to be able to come up with something. It's always so good. Beth would say, don't make the clouds disappear.
Oh, stop it. No one could have done more for Beth than you did. You could not have changed what happened.
I never should have broken my promise. I never should have gone to New York if I had stayed here. Everything would have been different.
You couldn't have changed what happened.
How do you manage? You go day in and day out as if nothing happened.
Do you think that is how I go on?
You're strong and wise. How could I be like you? How can I find your strength?
Don't make so much of me, Joe.
I never dreamed of this sorrow. I never thought I'd have reason to lament. I hoped I'd never know heartbreak. How I wish I could change the way things went. I wanted nothing but goodness. wanted reason to prevail, not this bare emptiness. I wanted days of plenty, but I refuse to feel tragic. I am making for more than pain and grief. There has got to be meaning. Most of all, when a life has been so brief, I have got to learn something. How can I give her this and life to go on? I want days of plenty. You have to believe there is reason for hope. You have to believe that the answers will come. You can't let this defeat you. I won't let this defeat you. You must fight to keep her there within you. So believe that she mattered, and believe that she always will. She will always be with you. She'll be part of the days you've yet to feel. She will live in your bounty. She will live as you carry on your life. So carry on, full of hope. How do I go on? Just an empty room. All I have are memories. I need a task to do. Someone give me a task to do. I need a... Thought that somehow we would always have forever. I thought the promises we made would have a different tone. I thought the love we shared would keep us as we were. It was the fire within me. We dreamed and thought
Christmas. The sisters sat about the parlor and grumbled on their fate. Meg, the oldest and most romantic, said, "It's not fair some girls have pretty things while we have nothing." "It won't be Christmas without presents," said Amy with her usual pout. "And we haven't got Father here to read to us," said Joe. "We yearn to travel and write great books." Only Beth, sitting contented, said in a tone so sweet even angels would listen, "But we've got each other."
Everything I promised them is here. All of us the way we used to be. We will always have each other. They will always be the fire in my heart. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. Here in all the smallest details of the past, here in this Saturday life of something past, the four of us together here at last, as unexpected as can be. Astonishing.
Will we ever get through this day?
This day will be magnificent. Soon, Lori and Amy will be in wedding bliss.
Meg, look at me! I can't get married looking like this! This dress is not très beau! That dress is very très beau. Why did I choose white for the flowers? Amy, come, let me fix your hair. I've chosen all the wrong things for my wedding, Army. This dress, these flowers.
You look like a Madonna.
Merci, John. It was all Laurie's idea to have our wedding at a very petite maison, and I can't deny mon amour nothing. Why is she speaking French? Was I that silly at our wedding?
Worse.
John!
You were inspired.
John, Father's telegram said that he'd be arriving at the train station by the afternoon. I must go meet him there.
Three sets of dishes, 2 sets of silver, 16 chairs, 4 cut glass bowls, and all the flowers from my conservatory. I have joyfully been divested of all my worldly possessions.
Where's Amy? You must not see her before the wedding.
I know. Grandfather, here are the champagnes I bought.
I'll take that. I'm heading off to the train station.
Come, let's have a cigar before the ceremony begins. How do you feel? Excited to be a bridegroom?
My life has never been more complete, and the rain has held up.
Where's Josephine?
I'll go find her.
Oh, and tell Amy I wish to talk to her about receiving line etiquette. We have the cream of Concord Society arriving at any moment.
I understand you wish to speak to me.
I suppose you realize this could have been your day?
You think I made a ghastly mistake?
I do not. Amy and Lori are ideally suited for each other. I've gone over my will.
March.
Meg will inherit most of my money. Amy is making her way into society and won't need any of it. As for you,
I know
you don't want anything. And yet, you want everything. Josephine, every girl, every woman needs something to fall back on when times are bleak. I'm giving you my house.
Your house?
Do something worthwhile with it. Make a house of it, or a school.
It's very, very generous of you. Thank you, Aunt March.
I don't like that skirt.
It's one of your old ones.
It looked better on me.
Joe, a strange man waited for you.
Professor Bear.
Hello?
Hello. This is a surprise.
You said if I should ever come north, I should come visit you.
Yes, but...
Well, you didn't think I'd do it. I did. Now I'm here. Should I go?
No,
I'm not intruding.
you're not intruding. Come, I'll introduce you.
No, not yet.
So, how's Mrs. Kirk?
As impossible as ever.
In the borders?
As strange as ever.
In youth?
Me? The same.
You look
Old. I know. Nearly 50.
34.
35.
You had a birthday.
They threw a party for me. I got sick. I do not like parties. I got your manuscript. It was so nice of you to send it to me. A novel?
There's no one whose opinion I respect more than yours. Forgive me for presuming that...
It touched me deeply, Miss March. I saw you on every page. I felt your spirit. I heard your voice. It was magnificent.
Joe, when you strike me and say, not to talk about changing our veil. Oh, excuse me.
This is my sister Meg. This is Professor Bear.
I recognize you from your sister's novel.
So you're the one she's let read it.
I'll be right there.
I've come at a bad time.
No, it's just a wedding.
A wedding?
I often think about you, Professor. I wonder how you're doing.
I bought a kite.
You bought a kite?
Shortly after you left, I bought a kite and I took it to the park. I never had a kite. You know, you were right to think I was old.
No.
I was old.
No,
I was. But ever since we met, everything's different. Everything's changed. Everyone noticed. My students even. They say, Professor Bear, you're smiling today. Miss March.
Joe.
Joe. We are not at all alike. Joe, we are not at all alike. We have our differences. May I be blunt?
Be blunt. By all means.
I think perhaps it looks like rain.
The sky gets bluer by the hour.
The water falls in little drops.
That's why it's called a sun shower.
Ah, and now it stops.
You were about to be blunt.
If I say rain, then you say sun. If I say yes, then you say no. It seems before we start, we're done. Even argue at hello. If I say share with me this small umbrella.
I say who cares if I get wet.
We are as different as the morning and the night.
No. We're as different as the winter and the spring.
We always seem to fight.
We disagree on everything.
And yet, you make me smile, you make me laugh, you make me care. How can I explain inside my heart I feel a pain when you're not there? Though we are not at all alike. You make me feel alive. If we had that in common, that one small thing in common, our love could be like a small umbrella in the rain.
Josephine! The guests will be arriving soon. I want the family gathered in the parlor. Just who are you?
This is my Aunt March. This is Professor Bear.
Fritz. Call me Fritz.
Fritz? Is that your name, Fritz?
Did I not tell you?
No.
Well, bring Fritz.
When people discover passion, they've come upon something rare. This fervor they have in common will shelter them anywhere. Though the rest may be rough, with such passion to share, I think we have more than enough, enough to make a marriage if we dare.
You are proposing?
No. Yes. Not today, or tomorrow, or next month, in a year maybe, 2 years even. I'm a patient man.
I won't be sweet, won't be demure.
This I prefer, this I adore.
I'll speak my mind, you can be sure.
I'll be enchanted to the core.
If I say let me share your small umbrella,
I'll say who cares if we get wet.
we'll be as different as husband and a wife.
No, we'll be as different as a woman and a man.
We'll find our way through life,
We'll disagree the best we can.
and yet
You'll make me smile, you make me laugh, you make me care. How can I explain inside my heart I feel a pain when you're not there? Though we are not at all alike, you make me feel alive.
yes, we have that in common.
That's one small thing in common. Our love is like a small umbrella in the rain.
I have news for you. I shared your novel with Henry Dashwood.
You did what?
It was wrong of me, I know, but I could not resist. Horrid man Dashwood, stubborn, blunt to a fault.
What did he say?
He said, it's a bit long. He missed the blood and guts, but he likes the four sisters, particularly the outspoken one. He wants to publish it,
He said that?
if it's all right with you.
Jewel sighed.
Oh, Marmee, I want you to meet a good friend of mine, Professor Fritz Bear. He's come to stay with us. We're thinking of starting a school together.
School?
Well, not today, or next week, but someday.
Well, welcome to our family. Come, you can meet them.
Sometimes when you dream, your dreams come true in extraordinary ways. Suddenly day can be so amazing, and sometimes when you yearn, you burn the air, and then you are not the same, and the world is.
Joe, we are all waiting for you.
director here at Hickory Ridge High School, I would like to thank you so much for watching Little Women. We have a tradition here at Hickory Ridge where on one of our musical performance nights, we have a senior night in which every senior is gifted a rose. Now, this year obviously it's not in front of a live audience, but just because that's the case doesn't make these seniors any less special. These seniors have been a driving force behind the program for 4 years. They put in amazing work in some of the most bizarre conditions we ever could have imagined, and have really kept this program afloat. They have been amazing. They've been astonishing, let's say. So we would like to take a moment to recognize those seniors. So if you would please, seniors, take a step forward. Go on in a little bit more, because I'm afraid you won't be seen, or at least Alice and Nick won't be seen. So no, come this way, smidge more. There you go. I just want to make sure that every senior is on the camera. Alright, so recognizing these seniors, Morley Hawkins. Thank you all again so much for watching and being a part of the amazing Hickory Ridge Performing Arts family.